So this is the last section in the topic on expressions. I think I'm going to put this into landscape full screen mode and just talk through this one. And really this is just a recap, it's a review of the topic we've done. So we're going to be looking, just recapping, simplifying terms and then collecting like terms within a sum, and a little bit of vocabulary about certain types of terms and expressions. So let's start the topic review. I need to simplify this. I'm in step check mode to start off with. So I've got like terms of A, and A plus an A is going to give me 2A. And then I've got like terms of B, 5B plus 14B is going to be, what's it going to be? It's going to be 19B. I hope. There we go, like that. Okay, so I can see 3 x terms there. 6, positive 6, remember the invisible plus sign, plus 6, take away 4, take away 2, I think it's going to leave me with 0. And then plus 2 plus another 2 is just plus 4, but that's just on its own. I can leave it without that plus sign. There we go. So here I'm going to simplify this big middle term first, I think. Let's use the paste button. Right, 108 divided by 9, I think that is 12. And then z divided by z is 1, as long as z isn't 0, which we're assuming that it isn't. Then I've got 12 times 5, I believe that is 60. xy, and then I'll do the rest of the simplifications on the next line, I think. So 5xy plus a 60xy is 65xy, and then the other term is just the same, 5x to the power 3. There we are. Okay, we're into independent mode, so it's not going to check each step for me, I'm just going to do it all. So here I think I'm going to start by simplifying that first term, 2xy. So I've just got rid of the multiplication sign and moved the coefficient number to the front. Then the next term I can see is going to be positive, so plus starts the next term. 20 divided by 5 is 4, so my coefficient will be 4, and then it's got an x, so that's a 4x term. Then there's another plus 4x term, so plus 4x, and then take away 8, oh, not 84, 8y. There we are, and then I can simplify that again by collecting the x terms. So let's paste that in, and 4x plus 4x will give me 8x. There we go, and it likes that. So I need to select the cubic terms. I'm looking for the term in here, which is an x to the power 3. There we go, that one. So that would be a quartic term, or a degree 4 term. That's a quadratic term, and a linear term, and a constant term. Okay, so spot where the new terms start here. So invisible plus sign here starts the first term, this plus sign starts the second term, this plus sign starts the third term, and this plus sign starts the fourth term. So I think we've got an a plus, and then there's 3 a factors in that one, so that one is going to be a cubed. And then another a term, and then that last term has got a squared, so a to the power 2. And then I think I can simplify again by collecting those 2 a terms. So that's going to give me, where's the number 2 gone? There it is. A2 plus a squared plus a to the power 3. As I said before, it doesn't matter which order we put the terms in, as long as all the same terms are there with their correct signs staying with the term. So the a cubed I've put at the end, the a squared in the middle, and the 2 a terms, the linear ones, at the beginning. That should be okay. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to simplify this middle term. Let's get everything else there. It's a negative term. 2 times 4 will give me 8. And x times x is x squared. And I can now collect those x squared terms. So I've got a plus 5 x squared term. Take away 8x squared is going to give me minus 3x squared. Take away 3, don't forget the constant at the end. There we go. Right, so that 6y squared won't collect with anything. But then I've got a few y terms here. How many have we got? So I've got plus 2y, take away 9y is minus 7y, plus 13y, I think is going to give me plus 6y. And then take away 1. And is it like that? Yep. Okay, some a's. So I've got a plus, now this term here is going to be a divided by a, which is just going to be 1 times a. So that's just a. And then the last term is an a squared, so that should simplify again. I've got 2 a terms, linear a terms that I can collect to get 2a plus a squared. Okay, so we've got here, we've got a 4xy term. Take away 3 times 3 is 9, times 2 is 18, an 18xy term. And that will simplify down to be negative 14xy. There we are, and there's the progress button. So if I want to finish this topic now, I can tap this and go on. And I think I'm going to do one more question. There we go. So minus b is going to give me minus 2b, and 16 plus 15 is 31. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to tap the progress button, which will finish this topic, and it should then appear in the completed topics list. So there we are, that was the topic on expressions. That's now in the completed topics list. So from there I can access a special revision section, which will be very similar to that last section, which was a review of the topic. And having completed this topic now, you might see this little padlock icon wiggling. That means that there are some topics in the unopened topics list that I can now open. So those ones are probably dependent on the expressions topic. So I think the most important things to remember are that multiplication and division glue things together into the same term. Plus and minus signs begin new terms. They're the start of new terms. And remember to look out for those invisible plus signs.